What's up, traders? Chris Capri here, 2ndSkiesForex.com. So, got an email recently from a longer time student. He's been with you for a little bit, and it was a great email. He's basically up 20% in the last 3 months on a live account, and so I'm gonna kind of walk you through it and show you the stats, and kind of talk about the risk management. And just to show you how consistent it is, how we're showing, an account of somebody who's really kind of not only refined their process, but is very disciplined in their process. And you're going to see that very clearly. And just what you can do when, in such a short period of time, when you really take on these methods and you really take on the mindset and you really take on the way we teach a unique perspective on the markets and how to trade it and how to find success in the markets. So this is just once again us demonstrating with a student of ours and a live account that our methods work and our students make money. And I don't know of anybody else out there that's doing it, that's showing, hey, their students are making money, but we are, and we continue to do it, and we'll continue to do that. So anyways, let's get into it real quick. So obviously I've blurred out some things because they're personal pieces of information here, but he says, "Hi Chris, I hope all is well. Due to my newborn son, I stopped trading for a while and restarted in August. Below is the MyFX book link. Because the account is reused, there are a few earlier trades which may skew the stats. Sorry for the inconvenience. Basically, I started with $100 in early August, and now it's at $121.13. And then he shares the link, and he talks about some of the the strategies and the methods he's used from the course and our approach and everything, and how he's applying that to his trading plan. But then he continues here. He says, after 40 trades in 3 months, for the first time in my 2 years on and off trading, I feel I can put all the PA price action elements together. And then he talks about some of the stuff from the course here. He says, my trading starts to make sense to me and has a lot of clarity now. I can see the market in the similar ways as the market commentary. So the market commentary is something we do for our students a few times a week, where we talk about the price action. We talk about what are the key levels for us, trend, bias, direction, how we're looking to approach this, what we're interested in, our bias, everything. And so that's what he's referring to there. And so he says, thanks for your excellent teaching material and help from you and Sasha. And Sasha is my apprentice and my #1 student. So anyways, just some questions he has for me, which are about the course, and then thanks him and Steven. So first off, my thoughts on this are the following, which is, one, I think it's a great start. We're going to get into the numbers very soon. The bottom line is very clear in terms of FX traders out there, basically, which is that if 1,000 of you who are watching this video open up an account on January 1st, 33% of you will be profitable in a quarter, but only 7% of you at the end of the year will be profitable. And so with that being said, what do I feel about these 3 months? I feel like, A, he's beating out 6 or 7 out of 10 people right now. And so that's a good thing. And I want to see more. I want to see, this for a full year. If he can even do remotely anything like this for the next 9 months, then he has a great baseline, which is his original question. Do I have a good baseline now? And I basically said, you have a start, but it's not there yet. It's not just the 3 months. He's only made 43 trades total in this time period. So to me, that's not enough of a baseline. I'd like a little bit more. I'd like him to do this for the rest of the year. And if he has the stats to do that, then, I would be interested in funding him myself personally, especially with this kind of discipline and risk control. Even if he only did 20% for the year, I would be very interested in funding him. So, I like what he's doing, and I'm going to go into this a little bit more, but that's where I feel like it is right now. Great start. Congratulations. Definitely give yourself a pat on the back. Remember everything you did and you worked hard on to get this very profitable quarter for you. Yeah, it's not a lot of money, and we're not focused on the money right now. He's not doing this to focus on the money. He's only starting with a small amount because he's building things up in steps. He wants to start with a small amount. He's felt like he was ready to go live after his training and his practice on demo, and he's been playing with small live accounts right now, and he just wants to test and see how his trading plan is working out. And he finally feels like he's tailored it to where he's got something that works for him, and it feels good for him too. So that's where I feel like we are right now. And so let's get into the numbers. Okay, so you can see it's a real account. Obviously, I've grayed out some things to keep things private here. You can see his name again, Steven, and everything like that. So this is a real account. As he talked about, he restarted in August, or beginning of August. So that's why this is custom analysis here, because we have done it from a very specific time period. This is linked to an older account where we had different trading plans and all kinds of stuff. So I'm evaluating from this period on. And so from the next time in 3 months after this, him and I will talk again, and we'll meet and we'll kind of go over stuff. So this is his equity curve. He did about 15% or 14.58%. He had a peak that he was up at 20%. And right now he's settling at about 14.5%. Just some fantastic, it's very steady, very smooth. You can see he's active. He's not like off for weeks at a time. His biggest drawdown was 4.72%. And so he's, as you can see, he's had a very, very good run here. This is a very smooth equity curve. This is the kind of curve that I guarantee you a lot of hedge funds would be happy with for their year. And so, just super proud of him in terms of risk control and everything like that. You can see there's no big drop-offs or blowing everything up or anything like that. It's just great stuff. So, with that being said, let's move on to some of the more stats here that I have. Okay, so continuing on, he's done a total of 43 trades. Pips, I really don't care about pips, and I'll explain to you why in a second here. So his average win in terms of dollar amounts, he's making $1.25. His average loss is 93 cents. So he's got about 30% more. His average win is 30% more than his average loss. So he has a positive R to R there. He's won 18 out of 27 longs, 66%, and shorts 7 out of 16, 43%. When you add this all up, it comes out to 43 trades, and when you divide it by the trades they've won, 25, the math comes out to they're 58% accurate. Their best trade is almost double their worst trade, which is, again, a stat that you're going to want to see balanced, and he has this. So this is favorable and in alignment with this, which is also favorable, which is great accuracy. Profit factor is 1.87, and he has positive expectancy. Also has a live trade open that's currently up about 1%. So next, so we talked about great risk control. You can see that right here. He has a fixed risk set at 1% per trade. And so you can see 0.98%, 0.99%, 0.96%, 0.92%. It's a small account, so he's getting as close as he can. But consistency, absolute consistency in risk management and discipline. He's risking a fixed percent amount, which is crucial that you need to be doing that because you cannot calculate your risk of ruin, which is basically a calculation that's going to tell you whether you are going to blow up your account the way you are trading right now or not. And if you have a zero risk of ruin, which you're going to get into shortly, then you mathematically have an account that makes money. So he's showing great discipline in adhering to a percent fixed base model. So this is fantastic. And you can see his stops are not huge. 50 pips, 71 pips, 58 pips, 67 pips. And he's doing swing trading on higher time frames. So, you don't need 100, 150, 200 pip stops to swing trade on the 4-hour time frame or the daily time frame. You just don't need it. If you are, your stops are probably too big as a whole. Next. So we were talking about risk and risk of ruin. And so I want to focus this right here, which is their risk of ruin table. So basically what it does is it will tell you the probability that you will lose this percent of your account. And so their risk of ruin is so good. First of all, they have a zero risk of ruin, which means that they will mathematically, with these stats, make money consistently over time. But the risk of ruin is calculating that what are the chances that they would lose 10% of their entire account? The probability is 0.81%. So less than a 1% chance that they will lose 10% of their account. And when it comes to 20% of their account, it's a 0.01% chance that they will lose 20% of their account. So in other words, they have a great mathematical edge here. They have great risk control. It's stable. The chance of them losing 10% on their account is super slim. So, I mean, these are the stats you're looking for. It shows discipline. It shows a consistency of process and mental execution. It shows emotional control. You know, a lot of these trades didn't just go straight to their targets. Some of them bounced around, positive, negative for a while, and they stuck to their trading plan. So this should be a very good reflection to you. Are you doing this? You know, are you sticking to your trading plan? Are you risking a fixed amount? Are you showing this kind of average win bigger than the average loss? Largest win bigger than your largest loss? Are you showing these kind of stats? Because if you're not, then you need to fix that. You need to train in that, and that's what we teach. So just excellent stats over here overall, and one more, which is their monthly gain, 2.77% in August, 6% in September, and 5.17% in October. You know, just fantastic trading all around. So, you know, with that being said, you know, you should be looking at this as a mirror in the sense of, are you doing this? Are you showing this much positive qualities and traits across the board? If you're not, then you need to wire those things into your brain. And you don't just wire things into your brain by information alone. You have to mentally execute certain things. You have to kind of repeat things again and again and again. There's certain methods that you're going to have to employ to do this, to help you rewire that. If information alone was enough for you to change the way your brain is wired, you'd have already done it by now. And you're going to need methods to do that. That's what we teach. And what we teach is being reflected in the student's performance. There's no way around this. There's nothing you can say about this to, you know, bash it. There's like absolutely nothing anybody can do to say to bash it. You know, we've been totally honest with this. We've been very candid about it, what our thoughts on it. While we think it's positive and they've done a lot of great things, we also feel like I'd like to see more work out of them. But it's a great start, and it's probably beating, even though statistically it's beating 2/3 of you who are out there listening to this, I'm willing to bet a lot of you listening to this would be grateful and happy and excited and would be happy to pay to learn how to do this, to do 20% in 3 months, to have really good risk control, to stick to your trading plan. I'm willing to bet many of you, most of you who are listening to this right now, would be wanting those things for your own trading. You can have those things. Those are real. We showed it with this student, and we have others as well. And so you can be that next student. You know, what would it be like for you if you made 20% in 3 months? How would that change your psyche? How would it change your mindset and your outlook and optimism about doing this, and your interest and passion and intensity to know that, okay, you've put in all this time and then you're starting to see results? What would that make you feel like? How much energy would that give you? So if that's interesting to you, check us out, 2ndSkiesForex.com. You can take a look at our advanced price action course, which is the strategies and methods that Stephen is using for this one. And if you really want to build a successful mindset, not just for trading, but life as well, something that will completely change the way you think about trading, your mindset and success, and that's what the ATM course is for, the Advanced Trader's Mindset course. So with that being said, I look forward to your comments and questions. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to share it with others, and I'll see you in the next video.